Sky Sports News HD is launching a new series of features this morning which will highlight a variety of different sports and how members of the public can participate in them. Well, it's called Get Involved, and it comes at a time when national participation figures show a dramatic downward trend over the last 6 years.
The City of London.
Winning the right to host the 2012 Olympics came with a number of promises.
In London, every sport will have a legacy.
And key was the legacy that the Games would leave, that it would inspire a new generation of young people to take part in physical activity.
We have the opportunity to do what I've always dreamed about in British sport, which is just getting more young people into it.
The Games were secured in 2005. They're just over 7 months away now. Has there been a noticeable rise in participation? We can reveal that in adults aged 16 plus over the past 5 years, participation in sports across the board has dropped by over 1.5 million. 2005-06, 8.5 million people played 30 minutes of sport 3 times a week. The latest 2011 figures show just 6.93 million. And inexplicably, it's women who have in the main stopped. 1 million less participate now than they did 5 years ago.
In the United Kingdom, 50,000 people a year die from a stroke, 100,000 die from a heart attack. And we know that if you exercise regularly, then you can almost halve that risk. So really, exercise can be of great benefit to you, not just physically, but also mentally. It can relieve depression, one sleeps better, and paradoxically, you feel more refreshed and you have more energy levels.
A recent pan-European survey measuring sport participation in 27 countries placed the UK in a lowly position. Of the 27 nations, the UK came 12th in the poll with under 50% participation in all ages. Above them came sporting minnows Malta and Slovenia. Ireland, despite its chronic economic problems, came well above the UK in 4th.
I'm not sure that I believe the assessments that are being made at the moment about whether we've got declining or falling sports participation. I've never really trusted those organisations in the first place to have delivered on that, and I don't trust them in the way those are being calculated at the moment. I think there's a much better story. I'm not sure we're telling it very well.
With obesity levels rising, in England, the largest country in the UK, there are stark regional variations. The areas with the most people playing sport, Yorkshire and the North West. The worst, the West Midlands. That's why we're launching the Get Involved series.
Get involved.
In 2012 and beyond, we'll be focusing on a sport and highlighting how you can get involved in it. Even world champions such as cyclist Mark Cavendish started somewhere.
I always like to mess about on a BMX or ride to the shops or go out playing with friends, and that was that since I was young. And when I was about 11, I seen a league on the Isle of Man, a kids league, racing league, and I went down on my BMX and I was just racing down there.
31, Reed, 32, Honour.
At the last Olympics in 2008, Britain topped the rowing medal table, 6 in all, 2 gold. But every weekend, regardless of shape, size or strength, or the weather, the UK's rivers are home to countless rowing clubs.
My father was really kind of an inspiration. Like, he introduced me to every sport as a kid, took me down the rowing club as a youngster. I kind of fell in love with the sport and then watched it on television, the Olympics in '92, and then just watching Greg and Johnny Searle with Gary Herbert and the Cox pair win inspired me to want to go on that Olympic journey.
What are you doing to get involved? It's the best game on the planet. It is. I think the brilliant thing about it doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter whether you're male, female, it doesn't matter whether you're 7, it doesn't matter whether you're 77. There is the opportunity for absolutely everybody to play.
Age is no barrier, even if you've not played sport for a number of years. This rugby club encourages 8 to 80-year-olds to get involved. Different coloured shorts represent different age groups.
As I'm refereeing, the players will, if there's a red shorts player with the ball, I will shout red shorts and gold shorts, just so the other players are aware it's not full, you know, they're not smashing people to the ground.
Why don't you get involved? It's easy to get involved.
What are you doing to get involved?
Tried Europe's most popular team sport, it's not football.
It has a long tradition in Europe, and I think after the Olympics it will take off.
The Olympics have been a source of inspiration.
It's improving, and I think London 2012 I hope it's a lasting legacy, but I can already see the effects it's having.
This sport is for all ages, whether you're young or old. It's just available for everyone. Whether you're fit or you're not fit or able or disabled, like there's a part for everyone on the court.
It'd be a crying shame if this Olympics or Paralympics comes and goes and it hasn't really spread out across the nation.
It's our responsibility as adults and within the Youth Sports Trust to make sure that we try and understand what these young people want and what they need so that we can encourage them to get involved.
Ability, age, gender doesn't matter. There's a level out there for all to enjoy sport. In addition to the social and feel-good benefits sport can bring, the nation's health needs some TLC. You may not think it, but a 2011 study concluded that 59% of Britons are overweight.